Morning, guys. Welcome to Body Science Live again. Wanted to definitely run you through some cool parts of what's going to happen over the course of today. I'm going to be speaking predominantly about recovery protocols today, and it's an interesting one. There's a couple of things I want to run through here based around some of the cool stuff that I guess you'll see emerging through the training modalities that we've been currently using. I get asked this question all the time: how easy is it to recover at home? And there's some stuff that I haven't included on here that I'll talk about over the course of today, but there's also some reasons that I haven't done that. So I guess the couple of really big parts that I wanted to stress that there's some things down the bottom here that I have in the non-negotiable section. We'll come to that, so please bear with me as I go through this and talk about the whys around some of the point system that I've created. Now, look, the point system is not something unique to me. I've changed this around a little bit to help my athletes, my clients, and the people that I love and train, because I want to make sure that I keep this as simple as possible. So the first thing that I stress is 10 minutes of recovery for every hour of training per week. Now, that's for your general population right up to your super athlete, okay? Now, what I mean by that is that's 10 minutes that fits into this particular protocol. So what that means is that's your goal one, okay? I've written things here like compression for 60 minutes is worth 3 points. Now, what I want you to understand there is that doesn't mean that equates to 3 of those 10-minute lots, okay? So that doesn't mean you get away with that, okay? It's not a two-part system. Okay, so the 2 points that I want to really heavily stress is 10 minutes of recovery for every hour of training is point number one, and the most predominant and prolific for me. Number two is that I'm aiming for 20 points of recovery for the entire week. Okay, so what I've got listed out here is the things that are 4 points. Okay, ocean swims. Unfortunately, here in sunny Maroubra right now, going for an ocean swim is banned, but so first things first, find somewhere that you could do an ocean swim. If you're out in the bush, if you're in my wonderful hometown of Tamworth, there's not a beach for 6 hours. So guys, good luck with that one. Okay. Ocean swims, infrared sauna, and ice baths are all my top priority, and they get a 4-point rating. Now, the protocols that you set around those are completely individualized. For example, sitting in an infrared sauna for 40 minutes is worth 4 points. Doing an ice bath, 3 on, 3 off, 3 on, 3 off, 2 or 3 times is also worth 4 points. So some of this comes down to time, some of this comes down to what the person can tolerate, but also it comes down to personal preference. Okay, I love ice baths. I love my infrared sauna. I love doing those things, and obviously love getting in the ocean. So for me, getting those 20 points across the course of the week is very easy and very enjoyable. Down on 3 points, we have compression garments, yoga and stretch, walk. Now, into yoga and stretch filters things like doing a WOD style, a WOD style stretch session. It's one of the apps of doing a yoga class, or ultimately just sitting down and using a Theragun, a foam roller, a massage ball, a trigger point ball, any of those implements to get that particular element done. Now, as I said, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible for everyone to do. And I quite enjoy the fact that I've made it this simple. Now, the 2 points and my non-negotiables are your hydration, your nutrition, and your sleep. Okay? Are you hitting enough water during the day? Is your nutrition on point? Are your supplements on point? Are your vitamins and minerals totally on point? I want to make sure that you believe that each one of those 2 pointers are absolute non-negotiable. Okay? There's plenty of literature out there, and I leave the nutrition stuff to Harriet Walker. Obviously, I put a smoothie up yesterday, but that's my creation. That's in no stretch of the imagination something amazing that the likes of Jordan Hartley will put up, or flavorful and whatever else. Mine's a get it done smoothie, and that's what nutrition and hydration comes down to for me. I'm always a big fan, obviously, of looking at the things that I can do to enhance each part of my recovery. So obviously I wear my compression garments a lot because they're a nice, easy part of recovery. I don't have to think too much about it. I can whack them on and just go for it. Okay. The other big one for me is understanding that this can be broken up into parts over the course of the day. So, for example, I like to get up and get moving. Okay, so that 30-minute stretch or 30-minute walk or 30-minute yoga can occur in broken paths. You know, I got a great big dog, Sarge, that I love to take for a walk. He loves it when I take him for a walk too. So there we go. I get 2 30-minute walks minimum a day because of him. That's a big, crucial part of that, especially at the moment during lockdown. I think it's really important for you to get outside with your family, get outside with your dog, and do some of that kind of stuff. So, guys, the very simple thing about recovery is it must be individualized. It must come down to what you want. And there are so many other elements to this that are really important to break down and utilize. But I want to make sure that I've made it simple as possible for you. So the nice way to think about this is, am I doing the right amount of recovery for myself? Now, I've given you a target there of 10 minutes for every hour. So if you do 4 1-hour sessions a week, you've got a minimum of 40 minutes of recovery that must be done. The second part of that is aiming for that 20 points. Now, I love seeing my athletes get above that. And in our Facebook groups or our WhatsApp groups, we talk about, have you hit this? Take a photo of you doing this. Take a photo of you doing that, to show people, make it into a little competition. You can do this with your friends, your family, the people that you train with in the gym. If you're running an online program at your gym at the moment, why not challenge your guys next week to try and hit that 20 points of recovery? Post this little document up, add that to that, and give them the experience that they could possibly go through. Guys, recovery is such an amazing element, and there are so many things that Body Science does to help with the recovery. Obviously, your hydroxy sleep has a huge element of improving that quality of sleep. Things like glutamine I talk about all the time, and with enhancing the actual amount of recovery your body can do. Creatine is a huge one, and I'm going to talk about that a lot more over the course of the coming weeks around how to utilize that for maintaining muscle mass if you're not able to lift as much weight and you're having to do higher reps than you've done in the past. It's something that I've been increasing with a lot of my athletes and clients right now. I've taken that up and brought it right back into their cycle where that might have been out of their supplement program at the moment. For me, it's crucial to think about the things here that we've got in your recovery protocols. How can we make things better for you? Okay. Thanks again, guys. Any questions you have on this stuff, please reach out. It's really important that you guys interact here. You know, we can get way more out of this if we know exactly what you want to do. And guys, have a look for Luke Curry's post today. His first Facebook Live for Body Science. Great guy. The chiro that I know and trust. He's also an EP. Fantastic human being. And again, great to see him on board with Body Science. Take care, guys. Thank you very much.